Hi Scrappers, it's Kat, my Scrappin' Mama. I am coming to you today with pattern 13 of Make It From Your Heart, Volume 4. This is one of close to my heart's awesome how-to books. This is it, Make It From Your Heart, Volume 4. So far we have done all these patterns. We've done 12 patterns, and we've made cards from these patterns. These are just suggested artwork, but here is the pattern. So today we're going to do pattern 13. Pattern 13 has some extra elements. In the sample artwork there's a lot of layering. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, and then 7 really if you count the twine and some sequins. And then over here we're probably doing 5 layers over here of paper. So it builds it up a little bit, adds some real nice dimension and visual interest. So this was my pattern that I followed. And here are some cards that I made with it. This first one here is using the boutique pattern paper. I also used an embossing folder. This is a rose embossing folder, and I don't believe it's available anymore on the website. But I also used the October stamp of the month, and then I used the C1726 Boutique Card Making Essentials stamp set. I took this little image here, stamped around my die cut. This was a circle die cut, stamped around it. And then after each, I used a heart from the Stamp of the Month and made a wreath. And then I did my dovetail pieces here that are layered and stamped Choose Joy. That is also from the C1726 Boutique Card Making Essentials. And then I used my full heart stamp set, and mine is stained so terribly. You can kind of make out that it says full heart right there. But that's from not getting it cleaned good enough, quickly enough, but it still stamps fine. Anyway, and it's real pretty, and I used some peacock ribbon. And then I just left the inside blank. I thought this would make a nice card for someone, maybe give a little bit of encouragement. So those are 2 of my samples. And then to make it even more different, I made a Christmas card. This Christmas card here I made using my Cricut, and I used the Season of Joy digital collection for this one right here. So there's 45, 50 images on it. This right here is just a little sampling of the images on the cartridge. So this says Warm Wishes. Isn't that cute? And I use some of my shimmer ribbon right here. This is the silver. It is sticky. So it's just like a ribbon or a washi tape that has ribbon on the back of it, or adhesive on the back. So when you peel this off right here, it's clear, and then it has the silver here. So this is the silver shimmer trim. Silver shimmer trim. That is a tongue twister for me. Wow. And then I also used some embellishments. These are from last year. These are no longer available, but these are some glitter enamel dots, and I have 3 more for this card today. So you can use whatever enamel cards that you have, but this Cricut cut is so cute. And if you want the dimensions that I cut this at, please leave a comment and I will be happy to get those to you. So this is the card we're going to put together, a little Christmas card. And there's really not much stamping in this card. I do have a sentiment from Cricut. And I believe that this is the Artfully Sent stamp set. So when you get your Cricut cartridges from Close to My Heart, when you order the digital Cricut cartridges, you also get 3 stamp sets. So this cartridge, Artfully Sent, came with congratulations, the curly cues, and then the frames. Okay, so that's the sentiment I'm going to use. So I stamped it in here, and I just used Memento Tuxedo Black, and it says Happy Holidays. There are some people, you may not want to give a religious card to over the holidays. You just want something light and fun. Maybe for a coworker, a boss, or someone you don't know very well. This is the perfect kind of card to give. Doesn't imply any kind of spirituality, because sometimes people can be touchy with that. And so this is just a really nice generic card for the holidays. So I use some of my Oh What Fun paper. I use this cardstock here, cut it to 11 by 4 1/4, and then I folded it in half and scored it with my score tool here. Okay, and then I also cut out my base pieces, as you see here. I cut these out, and I did use my Cricut for these. I think that this was on the You Are Here cartridge. I should probably write those down sometimes, huh? Forgive me. But really, you could even make your own. This is just a rectangle that's been dovetailed, so it would be 2 triangles that you put here and get rid of this space here. But these are dovetails that I did, and I just sized them together. So it's about 1/8 of an inch difference. And then I cut my border strip right here, and this is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2 for this piece of pattern paper. And then I have my strip here of my silver shimmer trim. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and adhere down this first piece here. And I think I'll turn my card over a little bit. So you want to get it right on the edge. Okay. Now I'm going to do my shimmer trim. So my shimmer trim, I'm going to have to let it come off the bottom just a little bit so I can trim it, because I can't always get that cut exactly right. See, it has this clear strip that comes off. Makes it so easy. So I just applied this, just overlapped it just a touch over the raw edge of my piece of pattern paper. So I'm just going to come right down. And here I'm just going to trim that off. Now, if you're really good with your trimmer and getting things measured really good when it comes to things like ribbon, you go, girl or guy. I'm just not very good at that. Okay. So, like all of our Close to My Heart paper, you have a lighter and a darker side of the paper. This one right here is the Sweet Leaf, and as you can see, it's lighter and then darker. And then the same way with this one, and I think that this one here is Pansy. So you have a lighter and a darker. So I'm going to go with the lighter and the darker. So I'm going to go ahead and put my top layer on here. And this card comes together really fast. Of course, you know, with me talking and blah, 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 it does go on just a little bit longer than it should. But once you get all your pieces cut out, it goes on pretty darn fast. So this would be something that you could do assembly line, get all your pieces cut out, make your cards, and be done. So right there, that's where we're at. And as you can see, I used the darker side of the paper. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my die cut on here. So this die cut is cut out of the same paper, just on the lighter side. I'm going to use a liquid adhesive here, maybe. Seems to have gotten a little gunked up on me. I was doing so well. I've had this adhesive for years and years and years. And sometimes they just get a little gummy. So just use a little pin, kind of unclog them. Here we go. So this does dry clear, but you want to be careful and not get too much on here. This is a very strong adhesive, because if it bleeds out, it will dry clear on the paper, so it'll leave like a little bit of a shine, because this is called liquid glass for a reason. So you just want to make very tiny, you're using this as your adhesive, very, very tiny dots, like the tip of a pinhead, even smaller. Okay. So I'm just going to pick that up. Place it down. Whoops. Now our cardstock does have a white core. So when you cut with your Cricut, you want to use a sharp blade, and you want to do the custom material cut. And I prefer to do it so that it's intricate cardstock cuts. I think that that works best when cutting our cardstock out, and when you're doing these small cuts like this. Now if you're doing large cuts that are not intricate, you don't have to use the custom intricate cut cardstock setting on your Cricut. I just think it makes the machine maybe go slower. So that's what I do. Okay, so now I'm going to layer on a piece here because this image is layered. And if you didn't want to do these layers, you would just hide this second cut from your project in Cricut Design Space, so then you would not have to cut out the second layer. But I think it's really pretty. It gives it a little bit of dimension. If you can see how that other color is shining, or is showing through under there. Okay, so next is going to be the stocking cap, and so I want to, just for a little bit of continuity, choose the same color as up here in my letters. So I'm going to put my adhesive down, and I'm just picking these up with the tweezers, just so I don't get adhesive all over my fingers. So this image cuts out the stocking cap, and it has the pom-pom and some designs on it. So make sure I got the right side here. There we go, it's that side. So I want to flip this over. And again, I'm just really carefully with this liquid glass, just doesn't take much adhesive. You don't really want it to bleed out from under your image. I'm gonna line that up, put that down. Isn't that cute? Don't you just love how Cricut and Close to My Heart have paired up together and made these great these great images? And they're exclusive to Close to My Heart. Nobody else has them. So we have the States cartridges. We have Artfully Sent, Art Booking, You Are Here, Season of Joy, Artistry. I think that's it right now. There's been some others like Art Philosophy. That one has been retired. Okay, so I think that's the wrong side. That would be the right side. Okay. Dab this on here, just carefully. Using my tweezers, and I'm sorry I was out of camera there. Okay. Just a little bit. Now, if you had a Xyron or a sticker maker of some sort, that would be great to cut out your small pieces like this, and your wording with sticker paper. That would probably be super smart. So anyway, like I said, we have a white core on our cardstock, and sometimes it shows through just a little bit, so I'm just using my bone folder to kind of press it back down into the glue. So there is my image. It's going to go right here. So I'm going to use my tape runner. Put a lot of tape on here because we are going over this shimmer trim, and that shimmer trim does not like to take adhesive very well. So I'm just going to put this, I'm going to eyeball it about right there. Let's be centered. Okay. Now I'm going to use my dots here, and these come with self-adhesive on the back, which is nice. I'm going to stick one right there. And sometimes that adhesive does not always come off with the dot. There we go. There's that one. This one was trying to get away. There we go. Wow, is that not cute? Look at that. So you could jazz this up even more. Maybe adding some shimmer brush or shimmer pen to that. So why don't we give that a shot? Let's see here. I have my clear shimmer pen. I'm going to add just a little bit of shimmer to the pom-pom. And to the accents on the stocking cap. So these shimmer pens come in gold, clear, they come in red, black, and the color of the year, sugar plum. There we go. Is that not cute? So I'm going to stamp my sentiment inside. Happy holidays. This is going to be kind of a non-denominational holiday card, as I said before. I'm going to ink this up. My Memento black ink. And I don't have my little foam pad right there. Let me grab that. There we go. We always want to stamp on something that has a little bit of give. Make sure you get a good image. Just going to center that, put it at the top. And there we go. Going to spritz my block or my stamp and clean it real good. Okay, so there we go. This is pattern 13 from Make It From Your Heart, volume 4. As you can see right here, this was the pattern, and then this right here is my finished card. Warm Wishes with the little stocking cap. Isn't that cute? And then on the inside it says Happy Holidays, and this is a top folding card. Now these cards over here, they look like in their suggested artwork that these are side folding cards, but you can do however you want to do your cards. Side folding or top folding. So I really appreciate you watching my video today on Make It From Your Heart, volume 4, pattern 13. And again, here are some other cards that I made with that same pattern. So versatile, so many different ideas, 2 totally different cards using different paper, using the paper in different ways, using stamps, using Cricut cuts and embellishments, and look at the difference. Totally different looking cards, same pattern. So if you'd like to order this book, it is available out on my website, Catherine.ctmh.com. I do make a commission off of all of my sales on this website, and that's what keeps me going and helps me make more cards and bring more videos to you. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comment section or send me a message. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to see what you've made with this Close to My Heart book. Have a good evening. Happy crafting. Bye.